Dan, nice to meet you.
Dan, Andrew.
Andrew,
Yeah,
very nice to meet you. Where are you from, Andrew?
I'm from North Philly.
North
in
Philly?
the park section.
Okay. So I saw you out here selling art. Beautiful art, by the way. If the viewers wanted to see your art, where could they see it?
Yeah, for sure. They could just log in to Instagram. My Instagram is Penthouse Art, P-E-N-T House Art, all in one. You're gonna see some arrows going up, and that's me.
Okay. What started you like on your art journey? Like what?
So I've been in the streets like majority of my life, and I don't know, something. Well, I could say it was God kind of like let me know that I was worth more than what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like it was a bigger purpose.
Amen.
So once I started seeking it, it kind of started like unraveling like on its own. So that's when I kind of like knew that art was my thing.
Okay.
Once I started to pursue it. You know
and has it helped you?
It has.
Okay.
Like for me, it's been therapeutic. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And I realized that a lot of things that I paint about, other people can relate to. So that's how I become to make sales.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it starts for the third people with me. You know what I mean?
And now I see you out here on the street moving it. How do you feel like interacting with people selling
man,
on the street?
I love it, bro.
Okay.
I feel like it's the best. Like I feel like whatever you got, the people gonna let you know if it's this or is it that.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And this how I started by coming outside, like challenging like this helped me with my transition. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna lie. At first I felt like I was like selling CDs or it just didn't feel normal to me. But the more I kept doing and hearing the compliments from the people, it kind of took me to another level.
It's encouraging.
No,
you know
for sure.
what I mean? And like this is like a fulfilling thing. You know what I mean? Like I wish there were more people like you, Andrew, and like me, like out doing things, bringing the community together.
Yo,
right?
it take a lot of courage to come outside and expose yourself, and cause you open to everything. You open to the critics. You open to everything. You know what I mean? So as long as you use it as a tool. Because it helped me be able to talk. It helped me to be able to be more socialized.
Right.
It helped me to be able to talk about my art more. So I knew, I kind of grabbed onto it and knew like, all right, this is what I could practice on. So sometimes I would just come outside just to practice on talking. You know
And
what
I mean, it's a very positive thing you're bringing into the community. Like art is one of the oldest things we've been used to communicate through time,
People,
right? You know, I feel like I was just talking about how the Mona Lisa became famous. It was because it was stolen, right?
Crazy.
And everybody was like, "Oh, that's crazy! It was stolen."
'Cause it
you
was
know,
stolen.
and it's not like a crazy piece of art. You know what I mean? It's not that. I mean, it's beautiful, right? But it's not like there are so many other beautiful pieces of art, right?
Yeah, it's the drama of it. Not to cut you off, my bad.
No, you're cool.
But
you're cool.
I recently just had a solo show, and it's crazy because it rained on the day that I had a solo show. But the part where because I kind of did like a little Snapchat of when it rained down,
right?
And that got the most views. That joint probably got like 9K views of just it messing up everything,
right?
But when I finally put out the you know, when the sun came out and the show continued on, that joint probably got like a couple hundred likes. So people be intrigued by the mess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's different. You never know what will like pop off. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten, I think 1 week I got a Black Hawk landing in a park, a helicopter that crashed into a church, and then a kid skateboarding down a temple. He didn't even make the trick, right? Which one do you think got the most views?
Probably the kid that didn't make the trip.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I was like, wow.
I don't know if they being inspired by the failures or I don't know, or they just like viewing mess.
I have no idea. I've never gotten it, you know.
Hopefully they being inspired though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
I hope so too. Yeah. But I feel like, and this is why I love talking to people, I feel like there's not as much of a community outside as there is inside. You know what I mean? You look at these kids nowadays and everything's on Discord or like on their iPads and group chats. Like not as much is out on the street.
More interaction.
So, right.
Yeah. Live reality.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's I want to bring that community out here and like, you know, so they can be welcomed. You know, I feel like just like you said, it's nerve-wracking, right? Being out on the street and like you don't know how the community's gonna accept you or deny you.
It's nerve-wracking, but it's like, what can I say? It's like the mystery of it, because you'll never know unless you go out there.
Right.
So it's like, it's good for me. I take all criticism. I take all, as long as it's constructive, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean?
Amen. I feel like there are a lot of people that need literally an invite, like somebody to literally say, hey, you should come on out to South Street tonight. You know what I mean? And like that's the little bit of encouragement, right? And like, and I go around and I talk to people like yourself, Andrew, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that are thinking about starting an art career and thinking about going out on the street and selling their art that are just nervous, right? Just like you were, and they didn't take that jump like you did, right? And I want them to hear from people like yourself about like the hurdles you came over and the ones that like some life advice of what helped you through that, right? And what got you to where you are and what dream you're chasing now. You know what I mean?
So I think when the hurdles come, that's when it's time to jump.
Right.
So whenever you feel uncomfortable, whenever you second guessing it, that's when you go.
Amen.
Like that's when you exactly go, because that's the opportunity to show for God. I got it, you know what I mean? Because I feel like this is how it worked for me.
Okay.
But I feel like when you jump and you take that risk, it's an opportunity for God to show you, like, I got you. You know what I mean? If you don't take the risk, you would never know. You know what I mean? So I do it by I try to lead by example. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's been going good. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that person still got to go outside. You know what I mean? That person still got to take the risk. So at the end of the day, I just feel like if you uncomfortable and you second guessing it, that's the time to go. And that had just pushed me and gave me more confidence, and it just set a lane for myself to give me confirmation that I was on the right purpose that I was on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I've been doing it for 8 years. And it never really been about the money for me, you know what I mean? So I think that kind of helped me to freely be able to paint and let the artwork do the rest.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So my end game is just getting some murals in the city, ending up with my own type of art academy, for the youth. Try to catch them at a young age, because when I was growing up, there wasn't no art mentors that I knew.
Okay.
So I kind of had to learn on the fly with everything I was doing. You know what I mean? So I try to be that mentor. You know what I mean? I try to be that person that people could reach out. I'm giving you free game. I'm giving you everything I went through, any advice I got, that's what I'm giving.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I don't feel like none of that is for me to hold in.
Right.
Or
That's
to
amazing.
charge for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yep.
a lot of people ain't giving out no free game. You know what I mean?
Amen.
You might gotta sign up for a membership or pay a tab for it. But come holler at me, DM me, whatever you ask me, if I got the experience for it, I'm gonna just tell you how I did it and whatever experience I got with it that helped me.
You guys should definitely reach out. It's amazing to have and see people like you out in the community. It gives me hope for Philadelphia, and that's exactly why I do this. And I appreciate you sitting down and talking with us tonight, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
If you want, you can come back and I'll show you a piece of art in the camera.
For sure. You want me to go grab a piece?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it one that you've seen that you want me to show?
No, whatever you like. Whatever you like.
What is it here?
So, yeah.
So I'm gonna show this one just because it's been booming today. I sold a lot of prints of this today,
is beautiful.
I'm gonna show this one.
I love how their heads are flowers.
And they roses, to be specific. They all roses.
And this is Philly, right?
Yeah, this
I'm
from Philly. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's awesome because my niece is actually just got a full ride to Sound and Dive.
To dive?
It was top 50 in the country last year for diving in high school. Now she's a freshman in LaSalle.
That's dope.
This is
fucking awesome.
this is beautiful. So what is the meaning behind the diving? Like
Okay. So I speak for the hood. I speak for the misfits, the poverty, and everything. So this is just my interpretation. I just feel like a lot of the youth is just jumping in the streets. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're jumping in the head first.
Okay.
As you can see, it ain't no lifeguard.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Nobody's watching over the
for
kids.
sure. You know what I mean? So
That's a beautiful
just
statement.
for sure. And I just try to bring the beauty out of the mess. You know what I mean? So
And you can tell like all the vegetation's dead. You know what I mean? Like other than their beautiful minds.
for sure. Because they always got opportunity to grow. You know what I mean? Even when you jump in the water, because I jumped in the water.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm here right now, so
I think we've all jumped in the water and
sure.
in some sort of way, right?
Right.
And some of us haven't made it out, and some have.
For
you
sure.
know, and I'm thankful you have. This is beautiful.
Thank
you know
you
what
so
I mean?
much, bro.
I've talked to a lot of artists,
No, thank you.
and this is a statement, right? And
sure.
that's what I think. The most beautiful part about art, right? It can be interpreted so many ways. But I had no idea, right? You have like this crazy statement going
For
on,
sure.
and it is a real thing that's happening in Philly every day. You know what I mean? And that's a.
What
this is
amazes me is
beautiful.
the realism of each body.
okay.
It looks like a picture.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like no shit. The dude jumping off the roof, the guy going up the water. Like it looks like a picture.
No, thank you, man.
So you're getting like the shades, the detail, and all that. Like
Here,
the
just
lighting, you're getting the lighting.
Thank
hold
you.
it up just a little bit.
Very difficult to do, man. Like
No,
it's a
appreciate it.
great piece of art.
Got a pic, babe?
So it's still a video. Yeah. This is beautiful, man.
Thank you.
That is great.
For sure.
I hope some of you guys look at this and look out on your Instagram and show this guy some love and definitely buy this painting. This is awesome.
Now I'm all Philly, man. Only thing, when it comes to the Eagles, I ain't with it. But
Show the man. Show the
Everything
man.
else.
You're not a Cowboys
that
fan,
is
are you?
Philly
I am.
all day long.
Why does